Grand Rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I ain't gonna hold you. I hope y'all having a smooth 7. I hope y'all having a good day, man. I hope y'all living the best life y'all possibly can. And I hope y'all are nothing but wealth, health, and abundance of, man, happiness. But I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna get right into the video, man. Let's go.
Alright. Remember when Jay-Z said this?
I think we passed kneeling.
Let me play it again. But this time, look at the reaction of the lady sat just behind him. The reason why she's worried about how Jay would respond is because she's the CEO of Rock Nation. But in her former life, she was a federal informant. In 1994, Desiree Perez was arrested for bringing in 35 keys of Griselda Blanco into Miami. Under pressure, she agreed to wear a wire for the DEA. Quick side note, Desiree Perez is the name Dame Dash refused to say in this Breakfast Club interview.
Once you has certain friends, we don't even talk about them no more where I'm from.
Now, around that same time, Jay-Z and Perez spearheaded Rock Nation's prison reform initiative with Meek Mill. I guess their hard work paid off, because on the 19th of January 2021, this list was released. Desiree Perez's criminal past had just been wiped clean by the outgoing president, Donald Trump.
Travis Scott knew those people were going to be unalived at his concert. Watch this.
It might not be Travis himself that's demonic, but maybe his team that's pulling the strings behind the imagery.
Yeah.
On his merch, I'm gonna show you a picture. Oh man, I really didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
But it's a theory, you know?
Okay.
Number 1, the t-shirts. Alright? Just look at it,
Yeah.
So, it just looks regular, there's nothing wrong. It looks almost like an eye, and it looks like hands, right?
Yeah.
Count how many hands. There's about 10, right? About 10.
Yeah.
And it's like hands like reaching out like this. About 10.
Pay attention.
Travis Scott, at his concert, you know that big like island he has with all the different like rocks and shit?
Yeah.
There's faces on it. How many faces?
There's 10.
There's 10 faces, right?
Okay.
And all of the faces, I'm gonna show you a picture. I'm gonna show you a video too. You can take a look, right?
Okay, in the field evidence.
Not only are they like human faces,
Okay.
they look like what? Kids, right?
Oh.
How many?
10.
10. How many arms on the merch?
Coincidence?
10?
Fam, look at this.
No.
Fam, you already know where this is
No.
going. You already know where this is going. Read that.
For all 10 Astroworld Festival victims?
For crazy.
No.
Yep.
Crazy.
Now, we know that they've been lying to us about everything, right? Everything. But somebody got some explaining to do, okay? How could 9 times any number be 9? Any number you multiply by 9, the answer is still 9. What in the world? They've been hiding so much from us. Now it's getting deep, y'all. It's something with these numbers, okay? There's something behind these numbers. How is that so? How could it be? 9 times 9 is 81. 81. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. And it goes on and on. It does not matter what number you use. It's still going to be 9. It's still going to be 9. It's not just 9 times 1 equals 9. No, it's 9 times any number is 9. That's mind-blowing, y'all. That's mind-blowing. They've been lying a lot. It's getting deep. It's getting deep, y'all. Somebody's going to have to explain that to me. Go ahead and work it out. Go ahead and try it on your calculator. I don't care what number you use. The answer is still 9. How is that so? Gather myself, honey. Oh, my gosh. Because they've been hiding the truth from us. And what about the 144 that they speak of in the Bible? The 144,000. 144. 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 4 is 9. 9. 144,000. Somebody got to explain that to me. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. In the comments, tell me how that is so. Tell me how that is so. Because I need to know. I need to know, y'all. I need to know, why is it that everything you multiply times 9, the answer is still 9? I just want to know. Put it in the comments. Hey, help a sister out. Help a sister out. Because numbers mean something. They mean something, y'all. Whether y'all believe it or not, they mean something. Put it in the comments. Try it and see.
She said the 144, right? Okay, so I got a question for the collective, for the whole world, to people who ain't even subbed up yet. I got a question for everybody. So, it's a lot of us out here who of us content creators who look over this type of content. All our numbers put together, I'm talking about views, subscribers, content, comments, reach 144,000. It's probably way over that. Why we can't make clearly, I'm not saying everybody who watch all this type of content believes in all of this, but I'm sure it's more than 144,000 people who believe in making some type of positive change. So why we ain't made no change yet? Hey, that's just a question I got. That's a question I got, man. Like, I'm not just trying to do these videos and not make nothing shake, bro. I'm trying to make something shake. I'm trying to make some change in the world. So I'm applying pressure right now. I'm the first one to say, like, why is it that we got all these people making this content, we got all these people watching this content, and we talk about this 144,000, but where does 144,000 at? If all these people watching this content, if all of us making this content, people want to comment back, why we ain't made nothing shake yet? When we gonna make something shake is the question, not why. When we gonna make something happen? Like, on a positive tip, bro. So, me first, I'm asking the collective directly, how we gonna go about making something change in a positive, in a professional manner? How we gonna do it? And informant with Jay, we knew that. We knew that. Well, some people didn't, but I was up on that one. I thought that was kind of weird on Jay, and like, wait, what, bro? You working with her? What? Wasn't you doing? If it fit for you, bro, who am I to judge that? And then on that second clip, how y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about that second clip? Me personally, I didn't really like Travis Scott. It's only 2 songs I like. Sicko Mode, No Bystanders. My 2 favorite. Other than that, I don't really like too many songs by him. But that is kind of too close, right? 10 hands, 10 lives, 10 faces. It's too close for me. Spam it up what y'all feel.
People who own the labels own the prisons.
Literally the same people?
Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. Some records are made by committee, meaning record company guys sit around and tell the artists, this is hot, say that, do this. We're gonna have this guy write the lyrics. We're gonna have that. You have, the record company pushing the narrative. Some social engineering going on here to make sure those prisons stay full.
They know that this is God chosen people and this is their land. and 144,000 has already been awakened, regaining the memories, and soon to have their powers. When this solar flash hit the cabal, won't know what to do with them. These are the first fruits. The 144,000 is sealed and awake. I don't think the cabal understand what this means. The chosen ones are already awoke and gaining all of their memories. This mean bad business for them. They know what's coming. Just picture this. 144,000 black people with superpower godlike abilities. Me and Putin try to warn them we're dealing with something we don't quite understand. They are ancient gods, primordial.
There was this Satanist.
Yeah.
He used to do voodoo to try and harm people. Yeah. And one time this woman came to him and said, I need you to try and kill this other woman that I hate. I want you to put a hex on her and kill her. The satanic priest, what he ended up doing, he did his rituals. And the moments where he spoke to the devil, you know what the devil told him?
What? Don't do it?
Not this woman.
Whoa.
Apparently, the devil telling the high priest of satanic church, not this woman. Her God is too powerful.
Whoa, that's weird.
Also, there's a lot of claims too. These are coming from ex-satanic people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a person, they went to do harm to people, I think at some church, right? When he was walking towards them, he said there was a veil of fire that it wasn't visible to the eye, but he couldn't walk towards them because it would literally burn his flesh. They couldn't see it. It's just like more of a manifest. Yeah, it's something spiritual that you can't see.
Yeah.
That remind me of this quote I heard the rapper Problem say. He the first person I heard say it. Could have came from somewhere else. I'm not sure. But you can't bless what God cursed, and you can't curse what God's blessed. One of the hardest quotes I ever heard to me. Like, yeah, if God bless it, you can't curse it. And if God curse it, you can't bless it. And God, my God too powerful. That's how I feel. Spam it up if you agree with that. Is your God too powerful? You better say yeah, bro. You better say yeah. You say no, what you doing here? Like, straight up. My God too powerful to let something low vibrational or demonic, you know, get close to me. And I wish the same up on y'all. But, I don't know. That's an interesting story to me. Ring of fire around him? Bro. God coming to kick ass on the devil, huh? He up at the score. Man, we whooping evil's ass. Let's put it like that, bro. It's nothing but positive energy on this side.
This rapper sold his soul and now he's begging for it back.
An artist admits they sold their soul and then they spend their whole career making music about how they regret it. Part 1, J. Cole. When he was 18 years old, he made a song called I Can Bust, and he straight up tells you, I sold my soul to Satan. Fast forward 10 years, he releases this album called Born Sinner with the demon as the album cover. In his song Voluminati, he says, according to the preacher man, he needs Jesus in him. But the devil runs the TV, so the demon's in him. I'm in trouble. Did a deal with the devil, and now I'm pleading with him. Give me my soul. This man is begging, please give me my soul. I'm not letting go, but the devil doesn't play fair. Nowadays, it looks like he's trying to find God and fight for his soul.
I went and got baptized because I felt guilty for even having a thought that, like, well, if what y'all are saying is this, and what y'all, like, for even having a negative thought about it. Like, I went and got baptized, started reading the Bible, I was scared as and then it hit a point in my life where it's like I just fell off and like I let the answer come. And as I got older, I feel like I had a personal understanding of like what God is to me. Strong belief too.
Somebody told me not to mention mermaids. It's
Don't mention mermaids?
I saw a mermaid.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
In Seychelles, Africa.
You saw an actual mermaid?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a swimming person.
Really?
Yeah.
I think there's like a small population of mermaids that are out there.
But anyway, me and this little French boy, and they said don't swim in the lagoon after dark. Everybody's up at the bar, and so everybody's gonna go down. Everybody's kind of racing now. So me and him go down. Me and him get in the water. From a distance, you see something coming like a missile, but it's going fast, and we both kind of stop. And then it turns and it jumps out of the water. And it's maybe at least 10, 12 feet long, man. And it do like this, and it look at both of us and go, whoa. The water was only about this deep. didn't make a splash or nothing. And then me and him turned around, we running, and everybody's coming down there laughing, got their drinks in their hand. We're like, no, that. And the little boy in French, and his mom is apologizing to me, saying he has a very vivid imagination. He said, no, bitch, listen, we saw a fish man, a fucking dude who said, get the fuck out the pool. He had, the back of him was fish. The back of him was fish. His head was humanoid, eyes about so big.
Damn. He said, get up out the pool. Damn. Hey, have y'all, I never asked y'all, have y'all seen mermaids before? Let me know if y'all seen them before. I need to know. I ain't never seen one. I would say the last year and a half is when I first started hearing about sirens and mermaids and stuff like that. It is what it is. I was late to it. If you was on it before me, hey, I'm happy for you. But I just got up on the mermaids and sirens like a year and a half ago. So y'all spam it up if y'all had experience with mermaids. I don't think I asked y'all that before. So collective, let me know something. Let me know something. And the J. Cole clip touched real near and dear to my heart, man. That's top of the line for me. That's my favorite rapper. So yeah, him, Kendrick. He's talking about him and Kendrick and Nipsey. Yeah, they on the top of that for me. So and the Wale. So when I see, yeah, they talk about Cole. I remember when he came out with Born Sinner, and when I heard those lines, I was questioning then, because I was like, back then I was like stuck on the Illuminati conspiracy stuff. So I was really like, man, did he do it? Did he do it? Hey, you can't put nothing past nobody. He rapped about it, but then again, the man could have been just entertainment. But then it could just be me saying that because I'm a fan. So, and I'm still naive. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But then again, like I said, I'm 50-50. I'm not gonna put nothing past them. But I'll be listening a little deeper. But it caught my attention when I seen it, and I was like, man, look, I always get at everybody and post stuff that other people don't agree with. Well, let me go ahead and post something maybe I don't agree with. So yeah, but as I'm watch the whole clip, I'm 50-50. It could be a little bit of both. But over time we shall see, right? Quickly, that's why I asked, what if our military is at war with extraterrestrials? That kind of looked like a little bit like a war scene or something. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I don't know. That kind of like a war scene. Spam it up if y'all agree. But I think we at war with. I think our government or the 1%. I think they're at war with extraterrestrials of some sort. In my opinion. Why? It could be a lot of different reasons. But I mean, we ain't gonna go into those topics today. But I'll look into a video or something, see if I can find something like that. That's interesting to me. But I don't know, man. That looked like war to me.
On the first date, yeah, that's a lot of shit. But y'all sitting here, y'all trying to interview people during their worst times. Like, that's not the smartest thing to do. Like, people are really breaking down, and y'all sitting here with cameras and microphones trying to ask us what the fuck is wrong with us.
I'm so
and you really trying to understand with the microphone still in my face, with me shivering cold, with my kids wet, and you still putting a microphone in my face.
Sorry.
Russell Flores, it sounds like you've got a very upset family there. We're going to take a break from that, and we'll get back to you later on. Russ Flores in Houston for us. Thank you.
Clearly she upset.
that boy Young ain't done, yes, I did it all the way. Any people be governor, you know I don't play.
Now, you know why, Mr. Muhammad?
Ain't no way. That shit look like a damn, a dysfunctional ass Jay-Z, bro. Man, ain't no way they put that boy up on there, bro. That look like Jay-Z, man. Spam that up in the comments, bro. Spam it up in the comments. That look like Jay for real. That look like Jay, man. I ain't gonna, hey, I said spam it up in the comments. That, hey, if this on this video, if that don't get in the comments non-stop, just spam Jay-Z. Just spam Jay-Z, bro. Just spam Jay-Z. I already know. First person to spam, the first person that spam Jay-Z in the comments, I'm pinning that to the comments. I'm pinning it to the comments, bro. I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin it, cause the first person, I'm gonna pin it, cause man, ain't no way. This boy was really rapping too. I feel so wrong for laughing at him though. Oh my God.
She says not to eat from the pig.
Well, the pig contains certain disease-causing organisms.
Right, you're exactly right. Now that's the physical aspect. There's also the mental or psychological aspects, and there's the spiritual reasons why we're not supposed to eat of the pig. Look at the characteristics of a pig. He's sloppy, he's greedy like a pig, isn't that what they say? They also say you are what you eat. So what we put into our mouths affects our minds and our heart. We don't want to take on these characteristics of sloppiness, of uncleanliness, of selfishness. Now from a spiritual aspect or a spiritual standpoint, the Bible and the Quran teaches us that it is divinely forbidden for us to eat of any pig. In various chapters in the Bible and the Quran, it talks about this. So from a physical standpoint, from a mental or a psychological standpoint, from a spiritual standpoint, we don't want anything to do with this animal.
We're looking at a termite colony and an ant colony that are each protecting their own road with a line of soldiers. Now, interestingly, termites put their oldest soldiers on the front lines because they know that they're close to death, and they want to squeeze all the value out of them that they can before they go. Now, carnivorous ants are merciless against termites. They'll bring termites back to their colony, rip them apart, and feed them to their queen. They're very nutritious.
Damn. So the movie Ants, that's real. I know y'all seen that movie. If I'm not mistaken, it's by DreamWorks. Classic 90s movie. That and the movie Bugs. Them movies tell a hell of a lot. It gives you a lot of game. It lays you up. Them two movies. But ants and termites really don't get along. That's crazy. And they put their oldest ones on the front line as the soldiers. That's ass backwards. Because you would think that you would put your youngest on this. I mean, I would use the older ones for their mom. Well, they're not humans. So, but yeah, how we work. Older people, the older generation got the knowledge, the wisdom. So you send them up to give the younger ones the knowledge and the wisdom, and the younger ones is supposed to go to be on the front line to protect the babies, the old, and the women. But then again, they're not humans. But that's just interesting. That's hella interesting. And then on that second clip with Malcolm X, man, 2021, I remember this like it was yesterday. I was eating. What was I eating? I was eating like some veggie sticks. And my sister was eating some pork turkey bites. The beef jerky. I'm driving, I'm like, let me get one of those. Cause it say turkey, but I didn't know it was pork. So I smashed like 3 of them. Me and pork, when I used to eat pork early in my when I was younger, it was like a meat I could eat and just keep eating. And it was hella good to me. Next thing you know, I'm smacking like hella of them. I'm like, bro, only thing I eat like this is pork. And I was like, check the back. And they said concentrated pork or something like that. Like they had threw pieces of pork and pulled it into there too. And I was like, oh, stomach start going crazy. I was sick for like 3 days, letting it up. I was hurt. My body don't take pork in that well no more, but it's because I took my body away from it for so long. But those was the reasons why I got off of pork. I've been off pork now. That was 2021, and that was on accident. Before that, I was already off pork for like 4 years prior. And then I jumped on pork that day, just off the little turkey bites. Messed myself up, bro. Messed myself up, bro.
Devil on both shoulders, old boy, you was gone. Whispers in your ears from both sides talking murder. Devil on both shoulders, old boy, you was gone. Whispers in your ears from both sides talking murder. Devil on both shoulders, old boy, you was gone. Whispers in your ears from both sides talking murder. Father, take them under ties with the flesh. The most high with the righteous. You scared of Casper, the ghost when he peekaboo. Skies.
What the hell is that? We seen those before, but that, did you see the body structure though? The way it was moving, it looked like a creature or something, like it's interdimensional. Like it's going, like it's stuck in, like you don't know which dimension they want to go to. Now, what y'all think happened with the fireworks? At first I thought it was a movie theater, but it looked like it was like a venue, like a live music venue or something, like it could have been a stage. Damn, but you would have thought people would have cleared out way quicker. I kind of thought it was funny a little bit, like, damn, who let off all them damn things in a movie studio, like, in the theater? But then again, that could have been a live music event. But that smoke is probably deadly. All that just going on, boom, 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 in one closed-ass area, and there's hella people. Bro, and another thing, people probably got trampled on. Not probably, most likely people got trampled on. Somebody's got serious injuries from that. I'm sure. Prayers to whoever was up in that. If you ever watching this video, pray for y'all, man. But yeah, I'd be scared to go in theaters because I'd be like, man, what if something wild happened and you sitting up top and you can't get to the exit quick enough? That'd just be my mindset. And I know I'm not the only one in here who think like that.
What happened to Judy Garland? It would make them sick that the shit is still going on right now. They put her on drugs. They put her on all kinds of stuff. She couldn't sleep. She became an alcoholic to deal with all the sexual abuse. Like, you sitting there watching all these great films and these young people, and it looks like they're having the time of their life. And it looks like it's great. And the truth is they being touched, they being sucked, they being fucked, they being traded. If people actually knew Michael Jackson's childhood after they were signed to Motown.
I mean, even when it came to Charlie Sheen, him and one of the Corys, I can never remember which one. He did him right by the trailer. Just popped him right in the butt, just right by the trailer. And nobody said anything. Just business as usual. So I could only...
Somebody told the truth.
Like
and these niggas have been doing this shit for 50, 60 years and they've been getting rich. On other people's pain.
Yeah.
Laughing all the way to the bank and telling these people to smile through it all.
Yeah.
That shit make me so uncomfortable.
TikTok, this video is just for entertainment purposes only, so this is not to be taken seriously. We're just trying to laugh here. Okay, friend, we need to talk. Come here. As most everyone knows by now, April the 8th of 2024, we are supposed to have a complete, total solar eclipse. And what happens when you have a solar eclipse is the moon passes in front of the sun, causing it to be complete darkness, depending on where you are in the path of totality. So complete totality would be complete darkness. It can last anywhere from a few seconds all the way up to like 4 minutes and 8 seconds. The thing that's kind of got me on edge about this is, why are they making such a big deal out of this? Even NASA is wanting you to document anything strange that happens during this eclipse. None of the other eclipses have mattered. So since when is this such a big deal? These things happen all the time. The eclipse that I saw in 2017 was not this big of a deal. So what is different about this one? I mean, we already know some of the things that happen during a solar eclipse. You know, it goes dark, so animals get confused and they start thinking, hey, it's nighttime. So the crickets will come out and start chirping. Birds will go silent. Those kinds of things. You'll see planets and stars in the sky because it's nighttime. Here are some other things that you can expect on the day of the eclipse, because a lot of areas are going to have a lot more congestion, many people coming in to see the path of totality, those kinds of things. In fact, the town that I live in is going to be in the path of complete totality, and everything is shut down here for that day. Some other things that you can expect are like wind changes. The wind's going to change direction. You can also expect to see these weird shadows, or shadows that are kind of like what you have on a swimming pool when the sun hits the swimming pool, those wavy shadows. You can expect those too. Visible stars and planets. Emergency service interruptions. You can expect banking issues. This is only because there's going to be more people around. You can also expect internet-related issues to happen. You can also expect road closures, more traffic, and apparently school closures and business closures. They're out of school here, I know. So to make it easier for you so that you can prepare, people are being asked to get things like batteries, have cash on hand, get your groceries, prepare for possible food and bottled water shortages because of the influx of people, check with your pharmacies, those kinds of things. This is one of them things that has me completely perplexed about the whole situation. There is literally counties that are declaring a state of emergency ahead of the total solar eclipse. I knew there had been whispers of possible terror attacks during the total solar eclipse, but y'all, what the hell? Declaring a state of emergency? I don't even know. What's even crazier, so they're preparing for historic cloud coverage during the eclipse. Since when do they predict cloud coverage 2 months in advance? Since when? Y'all, what? So we have the state of emergency declared. We have historic cloud coverage during the eclipse. If this is true, we may not even be able to see the eclipse. So what is really going on? Oh, but wait, it gets more interesting. So this is where the path of the 2024 and the 2017 solar eclipses cross in a little town called Makanda, Illinois. Makanda is nothing special. It's not that far from Carbondale or Cobden, Illinois. I grew up there. Those are my old stomping grounds. Cobden is literally the type of town that you blink, you miss it. Now, Makanda is literally a town of less than 500 people, and it's more of a hippie town, right? But the crazy thing about it, it's right smack dab in the middle of the Giant City State Park. Not only that, the Giant City State Park is right outside of the Sewanee National Forest, where there is plenty of Bigfoot sightings. If you Google the meaning of Makanda, it means little ones. I mean, one could say that the eclipse is maybe going to wake up some giant people, and us being the little ones, what are we going to do? I mean, probably not, but, you know, that's a fun theory, right? I'm just saying. I will also tell you that no two eclipses have ever crossed paths like this before. So this is a first. And they're already talking about the New Madrid Fault. Y'all see that pink area up there, right? That's literally, I'm in that pink area. They're talking about the New Madrid Fault possibly popping off during the eclipse. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all talking about all of this? Don't nobody want to hear this. Can't we just have a solar eclipse and it just be a solar eclipse and not have to worry about all this other stuff in the meantime, between time? No matter where you are, whether you're in the path of totality or not, I really hope that you get to see this eclipse if you choose to. I hope this historic chance of clouds does not put a damper on your day. People are planning trips for this eclipse. Like I said, people are closing businesses and schools down around here because we are in the path of totality. So guys, have fun and enjoy it. Don't worry about none of this extra stuff. What can we do? If it happens, it happens. We can't stop it. Just enjoy your life and live it while you can. And I hope you guys enjoy this eclipse. What are your thoughts? Let me know below, guys, because, man, I'm just blown away by all this.
I don't understand why they closing schools for the eclipse. It's just an eclipse. When I was in school, they was telling us the eclipse was coming. Step outside and go look. And it was happening that night. Or around that night. That was when I was in school. I was in elementary school. I was in elementary school. But something ain't right. Something ain't right. They closing stuff, bro. They saying prepare for what? It's just an eclipse. If it's supposed to last a couple seconds or up to 3 to 4 minutes, like what? That's when you know it's something up their sleeve. Where I'm at, it looked like the cloud coverage gonna be low. That's what it looked like. And again, y'all let me know in the comments if y'all agree with what she said about her little fun theory about waking up big people and we the little people. That was a cool little theory. I mean, it may be a reach. It was cool to think about though, even if it ain't real, if it's just fake. It's cool to think about. You can't say that ain't an interesting topic. They waking up giants. The eclipse waking up giants, or let's say they pretend that it's an eclipse and they waking up giants on purpose. I don't know, but it's a cool theory though. It's a cool theory. It's a good. Let's just have a conversation. Like, it's cool whether we agree on it or not. It's just something cool to talk about. Something interesting.
Behind the scenes video has officially hit the internet of this video, and when I say it's disturbing, it's disturbing. Let's take a look. Here you have Jay-Z and Marina Abramovic surrounded by a crowd of people at his video shoot, Picasso. Now you ask yourself, why does he have Marina Abramovic in this video? Well, soon after this video, he was on the list of 100 most influential people, right below Barack Obama, which caused many people to question, why is Jay-Z on that list when he's done not much more than be a musical influence? Well, we have to start looking deeper, people. Look at this video. This is Marina Abramovic with Jay-Z doing the most awkward things. What is going on? I'm not gonna go too into detail on this video on who Marina is. You can simply Google her name. Prodigy from Mobb Deep also left a letter about Jay-Z, saying that Jay-Z knew the evil that he was in, but decided to ignore it because Jay-Z wanted to be accepted by the corporate world. You can pause and read this, which gives us better understanding on why Jay-Z is in a music video with Marina Abramovic, which gives us better understanding on why Jay-Z said in his song State of Empire featuring Alicia Keys, Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that Jay-Z said in his song. He also said in his other song, I believe it's called Family Feud, I told my wife the spiritual stuff really works. So if he doesn't believe Jesus saves you, but he also believes in the spiritual stuff, what spiritual stuff do you think he's talking about? Y'all see how much is being exposed right now in 2024? You see what's going on with different pastors. You see what's going on with P. Diddy. Now you got things of Jay-Z coming out. 2024 will be a year of truth revealed. May the Lord continue to shed light on the darkness that we've been in for so long. Amen. God bless. Shalom.
Now, if he gonna quote some of those lines, now I'm like me, I'm smack dead in the middle. Right is right, wrong is wrong. He has some points. He has some points. Jay kind of screwed up by being with who he around. Yeah, he has done some things that is suspect. But if you quote some of those lines, you gotta quote them all the way out. Cause now he doing what TMZ would do. He taking like sound bites of this, sound bites of that, and deleting this and deleting that, and making it sound how he wanted to sound. Jay studied 5% Nation. He studied 5%ers. I'm not sure if he still is a 5%er. So when he's saying, I told my wife this spiritual shit really worked, and he started talking about Allah, that's what he believes in. There's other things where he's saying question religion, question it all, question existence until those questions is solved. He waking people up as well. But like I said, there is times where he is moving suspect. So we gonna go right is right, wrong is wrong. So yeah, we gotta point it all out. Don't just get a little small, but I get where he getting at, and I see what his message is. I see what he trying to do. I see what his background is built off of. I get that. I get that. So he gonna stand on what his perspective is. But I posted that clip, and like just to show the collective, we went over this clip before. I said Jay wasn't wrong, but that was before I was on the knowledge as far as who she was. Because when I watched the video, I didn't know who she was. I thought it was just, yeah, I was oblivious to the knowledge. I didn't know. I wasn't on that yet. I hadn't learned that yet. So when I seen the video, I didn't think of it from that perspective. But then when I seen deeper and I finally found out who she was and what she did, I'm here to say I was wrong on the first clip. And that was early in the channel. But I ain't never too big to say I'm wrong. So I'm letting y'all know right now, I'm wrong on that one. That was kind of weird. Again, he moves suspect sometimes. And that was one of those times he was moving suspect. But when dude points out the music bars, the bars he particularly pointed out, you gotta finish the bar to make it make sense. You can't just give him a small piece of it, because now you're making it fit what you trying to do. You look kind of weird too, bro. I'm just saying. But that's my take. Somebody gonna disagree. If you do, that's fine. If you agree, man, shout out to you, bro.
I came here to talk not as I'm frantic or chaotic or whatever, people may assume that I am, mentally ill. What did they say? I'm going through a manic episode, or whatever they came about to try to make what I was saying, which was the truth, seem like it was a lie. They're trying to create confusion within the people to make it seem that anything I said was a lie. Everything I said was the truth. Around the world, Lord, that you shine light on it and that you give me strength, you give me power. Only through you, Lord, let the Lord's will be done, not mine. Okay, so with that being said, I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for anything. This does nothing for my fight. This is just me trying to give the facts and the truth of what I've seen throughout the years. And during this point and this time, there's a lot of eyes on me. And I'm bringing awareness for the kids, the little kids that are hurting. I know you guys seen that video. I'm not even gonna say the name, but you know what I'm talking about. It starts with the J. Time. My why, last fight was for my son, Henry. I wanted to fight for him, and that's what I give the fight to. This time, it's for the children around the world. I'm gonna give you guys some facts, since some people want some facts. 3 fast facts, and I got a paper here, because everybody likes facts. They want papers, right? Everybody wants the proof? Okay. Well, let's go into, this is surface level proof. This is common knowledge if you're really paying attention. Okay, the first fact, with human trafficking, including sex trafficking, the global industry of human trafficking, including child sex trafficking, is estimated to be worth $150 billion annually.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
$150 billion annually. Do you understand what that means? I don't even know how much Amazon is worth, but if this is worth 150 billion, I mean, it's about time we start paying attention for the children. Number 2, globally, the International Labor Organization estimates that 1.2 million a year, 1.2 million children are trafficked each year.
Around the world.
Around the whole world. The U.S., in particular, where we live, where I live, the U.S. is the #1 nation in the world for consuming child sex. I'm not going to go into too deep stuff because at the end of the day, I got a lot of people telling me not to do this. A lot of people. You got to understand the pressure I have. Okay, and of course I'm trying to leverage my platform. For what? For the kids. So I got a lot of people that told me not to do this, that it's going to get bad for me. I don't care. I live for God. I don't live for anybody else. I'm going to touch this really quick. The rules of satanic worship is it needs to be in your plain sight. That's all I'm going to say. So everything that I'm saying is right in front of your face, and you're not doing anything about it. You're not doing anything about it. I'm screaming to the world, putting my reputation on the line. I got people wanting to cancel the fight. People telling me I need to go to a mental rehab to put me into the psych ward because I'm speaking the truth. Please help me and you help the children. You know, Jeffrey Epstein ain't the only island. Think about that. They do horrible things together so they don't snitch against each other, and they're rich so they hold each other accountable. If you say something, I'm going to say something, and everything comes down. Think about it.
Let them know about your foundation you want to start too.
And I'm starting my foundation, Save the Children. Also release the truth. Non-profit, I don't want anything. Have I asked for $1 from any of you guys? Have I made $1 from anything I'm saying? If anything, I've probably lost money.
It's crazy that you lost money for speaking the truth and trying to save children. What sane world do we live in?
It's insanity for telling the truth now in a world full of lies. Everybody went crazy when I said Bohemian Grove, and I'm not going to get into that. But it's the truth. And I'm hurt every day because they have tried everything in their power to stop me. And God pulled me through. As you see the rough 3 days I went through, but God brought me out of it. And you see how more clear I am and everything I'm saying. All I say is, look at my tweets. Is there one lie? BB wanted a meeting with me. Can you show them?
All right, so this is on June 10th, 2023. One of BB's insiders asked to meet up with Ryan. He said, "Hey, brother, good morning. I spoke with the Prime Minister, BB. He would like to meet Ryan." Period. And it's right here on text. Y'all can see.
So that's, and I'm not going to get further into that. That's just proof. Now you have a little bit more proof of what I'm saying. They think I'm lying, but I'm totally not.
But let's get back to boxing.
Let's get back, okay.
Let's get back to this and how this is going to shape your boxing, you know what I'm saying, your camp and give you the motivation.
You see Muhammad Ali, right? He standing up for something that was right. He felt like it wasn't right, and he went to jail for 3 years. I'm at the top of my career. I'm feeling the best at my game. I'm going to fight Devin Haney, and I will beat him. And that fight is going to come on. But this is a moment in time where we, the generation, we know the truth now. Yeah, and we can stand up for what's right. You hear the cries of the children. You hear them. I have babies. I have little kids out there. Own children. I can't imagine that happening. There is no clout that I get out of this. I was living fine. I was making great money. I'm still making great money, but I had a lot of things going on. The same way they came at Kanye. Kanye started telling the truth, and they made him take pills. I'm not going to take no pills. You're not going to see me touch no pill. I would love to go live with a person, one person, just one, who's went through what I went through. And don't even worry about this, because what the Illuminati and the elites do is they take what God did and make it theirs. That's something they do. So eyes have angels' bodies are covered with eyes. That supernatural ability to see everything, that's something God created. Your spiritual being, your spiritual self, your sense, that's something God created.
But let them know how this is going to push you forward for the fight, man. Like how this is your motivation for this fight.
Ezekiel 10:12, I believe it is. Look it up if you don't believe me. Anything I say, just look it up. Just look it up.
You know the crazy thing is, remember when dude said that, I think it was his clone or something, that, or AI generated Ryan Garcia. There had to be something in that clip, because he wasn't talking like that Ryan. That Ryan was just going in detail. He looked like he was coherent. He was aware of everything he was saying. He didn't look like he was under the influence. He didn't look like none of that. He looked like he was very coherent. And I believe him. Do y'all believe him? I do. I don't feel like he has to lie about that. And I don't really feel like he has to lie about that.
Daily reminder that these are the people that actually decide basically everything on behalf of the entire country, where our money gets spent, how much we pay in taxes, whether or not TikTok gets banned, what's considered freedom, what's not. These people probably don't even know how to attach a PDF file to an email. These people probably don't even know how to connect their phone to the Wi-Fi. These people haven't worked a real fucking job in probably 30 years. And also keep in mind that once you get voted into one of these political positions, you get paid at minimum like $200,000 for the rest of your life. So they can just sit in Congress, do absolutely nothing, and just age gracefully, in quotation marks. The worst part about elderly people being in political power is that they're not even going to have to live through the decisions that they are making on behalf of everyone else. They'll be gone by the time the actual real consequences come from their actions that they're deciding on right now. It just makes me sick. And if you look down there, I don't see a single person that looks like they are even at the age of 40. Every single one of these people is 60 plus, and there's a reason for that.
Man, spam it up if y'all agree with him. I agree.
The only thing all 535 members of Congress can agree on is to ban TikTok. That's it. That's the only thing. I heard him talking about raising the minimum wage. Can't agree on that. Heard about him talking about trying to keep prescription drug prices low for people. Nope, can't agree on that. I heard him talking about the border. Can't agree. Can't even agree where the border is. But when it comes to banning TikTok, line up, buddies. Bring that fucking Instagram and Microsoft money down here. Line it up here in our lobby. Oh, let me eat it up. I'm going to protect your privacy by banning TikTok. Don't you watch Risa Tisa? Don't you learn how to cook pasta right way? Don't you find out more about the history of this great nation? Don't you notice that this Congress, 250 years after the first Continental Congress convened in Philadelphia, has done less than any Congress in the history of this goddamn nation? No. The only thing, this gaggle of 535 of the richest, most powerful, welfare queens being paid on a government dime can agree on is that I can't watch fucking tiki-talkies. Suck my...
The reason why they try to ban it, bro, it tells too much truth. The algorithm on there give you the most realest of the real. You go to Instagram, it depends. Not as much. You go to Twitter, you're going to get ignorance. Instagram, too, you're going to get ignorance. Facebook, play it out by now. But that's why, bro. That's why. It gives too much. They trying to force the person, they trying to force TikTok to sell itself to one of their companies. I'm thinking Jeff Bezos. And they gonna let another person here take over it. They gonna switch the algorithm a little bit, make they profit off of it, and try to control a little bit of what the realest of the real coming out. TikTok giving up too much truth, bro. It's giving up too much truth. But they've been talking about banning it for a long time about privacy issues. Come on, bro. As if other apps don't ask, can they track your, you know, I'm sure y'all get that when y'all download an app, you be like, can we track? And you gotta hit don't allow. And then whatever, bro. He got a point. Why we can't agree on, like, it's a whole lot of things, man. It's a whole lot of things. All I'm gonna say is they worry about TikTok. But if y'all out here in Sac, the homeless level done went up even more. It's crazy out here as far as poverty. Y'all worry about TikTok. We got inflations going on. People can't even survive. There's no jobs out here, bro. Like, why y'all worried about that? And you say privacy? Y'all like how I just threw both those clips in together, right? Don't they go hand in hand? I think they do. That's why I said what the 144 gonna do. Or what the collective gonna do. I mean, like I said, me, there's other creators, people who support them. Y'all support me. Even y'all support them too. And it's like, well, what are we really doing here, man? Time is going down. Like, what are we really doing here? We gotta make some type of change, bro. We gotta do something. We gotta make something. Our voices gotta be heard. Things gotta be fixed, bro. That's all I'm saying. There's too many of us. There's too many of us creators. There's too many of us subscribers out here. We watch all the content. It's like, what is we really gonna do, man? We gotta make something shake, bro. It's like the world is just sitting there and we just watching over and over and over different things every day. But it's like, what are we gonna do to change it? What are we gonna do to help the world? I say we because it's a lot of us watching this stuff, so we clearly got an interest in it. And I know we all want some type of positive energy for our youth to come up in. Damn, she still is pretty though, even when she chopped it. Damn.
Boy, you can hide a whole house in that pothole. You know how pissed I be to hit this bitch, man, being in the rush? Boom! Oh, shit, yeah, that nigga out of there, boy. That nigga finna sue the whole city. That whole damn wheel came off.
TikTok, if you don't see me, they killed me. I did not commit suicide. I'm kind of freaking out right now. Because I went on the dark web, and of course I'm safe, but I've leaked the classified information I wasn't supposed to. So, you guys all remember how back in the late 2000s, you realize back in the 50s how the electricity was getting super advanced, like the electronics were getting super advanced. Well, in the 1947 was the Roswell, New Mexico UFO crash. Well, they uncovered 2 flying saucers. There was a total of 27 bodies from the classified report on the dark web, and all of them were dead. There was females, there was children, ETs, and everything. There was 5 survivors of ETs, extraterrestrials. There's 1 female ET, and there was 1 boy. The female one had 12 toes, 12 fingers, and I had the classified video, and it has big gash marks in its leg from the crash. And I shouldn't have stole this stuff, but I did. We need to know, and it's not right. And I gotta keep this quiet because I don't know what's gonna happen to me if I keep talking about this. But so the peak of the electronic era was in the 50s, and the crash of the most famous crash site was in 1947, as you know, Roswell, New Mexico, the UFO crash. Back in the 50s, President Eisenhower signed a treaty with an extraterrestrial civilization, and it was the ones that crashed into the UFO Roswell, New Mexico crash site. You may ask, how do I know this? How am I correct, and why? If I'm crazy, I might be crazy from what I read. You would be too. I got on Tor browser, got on a VPN, everything. Got on government classified files. I paid Bitcoin for them, and yeah, I did some stuff I'm not too proud of. I broke a fucking federal offense, but they're hiding stuff, and they're killing people. They're those kids that go missing. All the children that go missing are not kidnappers. I mean, small portion maybe. But from the classified files I read, there's a base in New Mexico, or Dulce, New Mexico, and it's underground. It spans 2 miles wide and 2 miles down. You may think that's impossible. They're studying on humans down there. I'm not fucking joking, okay? I'm going crazy right now. I just read like hundreds of pages of classified information, and they're studying on humans that they abduct, and they're certain blood type, obviously, and most of them are either Native American or Hispanic. They're either darker skinned, and I hate to say that because I have a black girlfriend. You may think I'm kind of racist. I'm not. It's weird. I don't know why, but there was a treaty that Eisenhower signed that said in the classified documents that the extraterrestrials that survived at Roswell said, if we can have 150,000 of your people, then you can have advanced technology from us. The peak of the technology era was in the 1950s. 1950s. That's like freaking Eisenhower's era. So this classified information I was reading on the dark web, there's a lot of fake stuff on the dark web, like fake classified information, but this stuff was too fucking real. It's stuff I shouldn't have seen, and there was stuff I have so much proof of underground bunker locations that stretches to this place called Roswell, New Mexico, to Dulce, to Los Alamos, to Montana, to like hundreds of different areas. They're all underground, and they're testing on people.
So we made it to the end of this, man. Hopefully bro's still alive. Y'all let me know in the comments. Man, that was deep. That was deep. that one took it there. Kids, their first priority to keep safe. It's for entertainment purposes. But we made it to the end of this. I appreciate y'all. If y'all stuck all the way through, if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we come with them 4 videos a week. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, helps the collective grow, helps the collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I ain't gonna hold you. Thank you for staying all the way through. Until I see y'all in the next one, have a smooth 7, smooth day. I'm gone.
Ay, yeah, I just checked my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably